shirt. Make sure look.
I love it.
Can y'all see that?
We've been there.
Yeah.
Pull your phone out and
I
scan
love
her
that.
shirt. That is the easiest
Always.
I've ever seen in my
Wall
life.
Street, we've been black. You hear me?
Been black.
Don't
She said, hold on.
We gonna wait till she finishes because I was about to pull mine out. So what's good? We got one more run. Everybody scan the shirt. Boom.
Y'all want me to turn in the circle
I'm gonna give you a
real slow?
call.
Yes. Got it.
Honestly, y'all really not excited enough for me because I'm about to come out here
She
and
said
talk
she
about
wants
money.
energy.
We about to talk
We about to talk
money
about
and y'all look
financial
good.
literacy.
Yeah, we about to talk about money.
One of the teams.
But yeah, it's not talked about enough in the black community, so we need to do this.
All right, what's up, y'all? My name is Alexandria B, and as Chrissy already told y'all, I am the CEO, period, of Wall Street Been Black. Like, when I chose that name it was a hard decision for me to decide and to stick to that name because I knew I was going to get hate. And I get that every day in my inbox, like every day I'm getting something, but it was important for me to have a name that stood out, and it really said that we've been doing this. Like, this isn't anything that's impossible for us to do. And just because our oppressors are not here giving us the key to the kingdom and letting us overtake them, don't mean that we can't do it ourselves. Like, when I first started and I hopped in this game in 2020, like, I know y'all know in 2020 when COVID was happening, you start seeing people on social media talking about, hey, I just made $50,000 off PayPal, this and that. Like, y'all, this is the economy that we're in right now.
Yeah.
Like, our economy is literally preparing us for a war. Like, and I'm saying that figuratively and literally. We gotta arm ourselves. Like,
Yeah.
and the crazy part is I'm about to put everybody in here on spike. I'm about to put all y'all on spike. I think I done came around and talked to pretty much every vendor booth that's in here, and there has only been one person in this room full of black people, in this building full of black people, who has tried to trade. And that's why I do this. Like, I love day trading. I get up and I do day trading pretty much every day. Some days I don't have to do it because that's the financial freedom that is given me. But I enjoy to do it. But what I found that I really enjoy to do the most is to teach people who look like me how to hop in this game. Because as much as I love y'all, I love spending with y'all, getting to know y'all. I know I done asked all of y'all to pull y'all phones out at some point. That's not good. That's not good. That I'm the only one in here that I've spoken to that's on the market, that is actively on the market. That's not good, y'all. Like, when I sit in here and I walk around and I'm asking y'all, okay, I love y'all business. Now, where are you putting your profit at? Your profit, yeah, put it back in your business, of course. But you need to be taking 10 to 20% of that, and you need to be investing in something. Like, right now, the market is on sale. And I read this quote the other day, and it said that when the world is expensive, the market is on sale.
Yeah.
So right now, we're seeing gas prices rising. And I'm going to let y'all know that by the end of the summer, the average gas price in the U.S. is going to be $6. So you're sitting here, and you're going to a 9-to-5 job every day. And I've had this conversation with some of y'all. You're talking about, I really want to hop in this game. I really want to take your class. But right now, you know, I gotta go to work. I gotta make the commitment. Y'all, come on. Like, come on. Like, at some point, you have to sacrifice to stop working to live. And that was one of the biggest things that I knew I didn't want to do when I grew up. I watched my mom work, or live to work. I'm sorry. Like, I watched my mom live to work. I watched my Mimi live to work. And that's not a lifestyle that I want to do. Like, I'm really big on mental health and knowing when you need to take a break within yourself, and knowing when you need to step away and deal with yourself and heal some of the trauma that's in your life. Working a 9-to-5 is not going to give me that opportunity. Like, at some point, your money has to work for you. You have to stop working for your money. And hopping on the stock market, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's so much that you have to look at. Like, when I first hopped in, you know, Taylor done gave us some transparency. I'll go ahead and tell y'all, I ain't gonna say I blew a good $9,000, $10,000 just watching this YouTube video, thinking I could hop in the market, thinking I knew what I was doing. But probably, I think I did it about 3 times, where I hopped in, hopped back out, made some money, but then lost a lot of money too. And finally, like, the 3rd time that I was doing it, I was actually doing therapy as well. And I was really healing not only my trauma, but generations of black women's trauma that I was having to carry as well. So when I worked on healing that, and I worked on my mindset and my mentality, everything changed for me. And the biggest thing that I realized is that my God kids, when I left home, I left home with debt immediately. Go to school, right? Go to college. You a black woman, you gotta go to college. Now go get this loan and put it in your name. And as soon as you graduate high school, be in debt, right? Like, why are we teaching our children how to do that? To be honest, we really teaching our children how to hate money at a young age. Like, if we really want to talk about it. Like, we have toddlers, like, now I ain't gonna put y'all on the spot with this, but those of y'all who got kids, I know it's been a point at some time that you done told your child, money not free. This money don't grow on trees. This not free, you gotta work for this. But why put a negative connotation on money at a young age? Like, that make sense, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we expect our children to understand that money don't grow on trees, then we can also expect them to understand the value of saving, the value of an asset. And the biggest thing, everyone can come up here and they've talked about generational wealth, but I haven't heard anyone talk about generational knowledge. And that's the biggest thing that our culture needs to get past. We so worried about making a quick buck, and then we go in and we blow $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 on the market trying to make a quick buck instead of educating ourselves, instead of healing what's inside of ourselves that's stopping us from being able to make money. So a lot of the classes that I do, because I do podcasting as well, because I like to talk, y'all. And, all my passions are going to be in income, because I'm going to let my money work for me, right? So a lot of the trading courses that I do have a monthly group webinar that I do, and it's for beginners. Y'all go ahead, scan the shirt, scan my card, do all of that. But really what I like to do is the mentorship, because our culture is so broken. Like, I ain't gonna say our culture, the black people, we are literally broken mentally.
Yeah.
Like, we think that we have to get up and go make money. Like, we think that's all we need to do. But what are we spending money on? We spending money on chains. We spending money going to the club, buying bottles, doing shit like that. Like, but what's that doing for you? Can you leave that to your kids? And when I sat there and I realized that during my therapeutic journey, like, I really had an aha moment. Like, I gotta stop looking in the past, because the past is full of generational trauma. I need to look forward, and I need to change that for myself and for my god kids. So now I can sit here and say, my god kids, you know what I'm saying? They good. They can go to college if they want. They can start a business if they want. They can take over Wall Street, Ben Black if they want. Like, I'm gonna leave them something. And I think that that's really important. Like, we can sit here and talk about generational wealth all day, but that's not what Black Wall Street was doing. Of course they were wealthy, but it was the mindset. Like, come on, y'all, that was 1921. 1921. They were first, it blows my mind when you think about that date. They were first generation free-ish slaves. And they started a wealthy community, like an entire community on their own, provided for themselves within that community before their oppressors came and did what they felt they had to do. Like, but we sit here and we say, all right, I'm gonna get up at 4 in the morning, and I'm gonna, gas $6, let me go fill this tank up every week and go to this job for minimum wage, and then go put that gas back in my car, right? Now you've depreciated your time.
Yeah.
And now's not the time that we can depreciate our time. Like, whatever you seeing it on the news, social media, whatever, y'all, inflation is at its highest rate in 40 years. This is the highest rate in 40 years. CPI numbers just came out. That's the Consumer Price Index. CPI numbers are gonna let you know, where is America, where are we spending our money at. Y'all, we ain't even buying goddamn alcohol and tobacco anymore. We don't have the money for it. So why keep waking up to go to a job that's not providing your children with any future? You got to get in the stock market. You got to get into real estate. And if you hop in the stock market, you can really hop into real estate as well, because you can buy REITs.
I forgot to tell you our own virtual property. When we was talking, yeah, I can put it together.
So we need to do the REITs, and we need to get into more of buying land. Buy stocks, y'all. Please buy stocks. Buy bonds. Make sure that y'all go and follow me on Instagram. It's Wall Street Ben Black, _ in between all the words. Pull your phone out, I'll come give you my link. Scan the shirt, do all of that. Because even if you don't want to sign up for the class, that's okay. Like, I believe so much right now that now is the time we have got to get our shit together, y'all. We got to get our shit together, and it's plain and simple. And the way to do that is to let your money work for you. So even if you don't want to sign up for the class, hit me in my inbox. I love to talk about this game, and I'll point you in the right direction. All right, thank y'all.
Already. Yes, ma'am. Y'all give a hand again for Alexandria.
Wow, she's getting great.